Okay, good morning once again to all. In the previous lecture, we have seen just introduction of the course, that is basics of uh, mechanical engineering. Now, if you see the title of the course, it is basics of civil and mechanical engineering. Whether civil lecture is conducted?
No, sir.
Okay. So the course title is, what are the course is there for the semester 1? Basics of civil and mechanical. It is combined course. 50% weightage to civil, 50% weightage to civil engineering, civil engineering, and 50% weightage to mechanical engineering. All the basics related to civil and mechanical will be covered under the title basics of civil and mechanical engineering. So in the extra lecture, we have seen that what is engineering, what is the role of engineer. So that part we discussed in the last lecture. Now today we will again we have seen that the basic mechanical engineering, we have understood the term basic mechanical engineering. So in short, I will tell. So what are the basic concepts, basic principles, basic theory, constructions related to the mechanical engineering that you are going to learn under the course basics of civil and mechanical engineering. Okay, so half part, that is basics of civil, that teacher will be different, and basics of mechanical engineering I am going to teach you. Okay, तर 50% जो काय सिलेबस आहे ते दुसरे सिव्हिलचे टीचर असतील आणि 50% जो सिलेबस कव्हर करायचा आहे त्यासाठी मी असेल बेसिक्स ऑफ मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग. ओके, तर आपण काल टर्म बघितली किंवा याच्या मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग ही जी टर्म आहे किंवा मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग हा विषय फर्स्ट इयर मध्ये इंट्रोड्यूस केलेला आहे आणि सर्व ब्रांच मधल्या विद्यार्थ्यांनी शिकायचा. त्याचं रिझन पण आपण काल डिस्कस केलं होतं. कारण मेकॅनिकलचे जे ऍप्लिकेशन्स असतात, डिव्हाइसेस असतात, सिस्टम्स असतात, ते आपण डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये यूज करत असतो. तर प्रत्येक इंजिनियरला त्या त्या प्रोडक्ट बद्दल, त्या त्या डिव्हाइस बद्दल जे आपण यूज करत असतात, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम व्हेकल्स, एव्हरी wherever you go, you will find the device or the product which is that product is made by or manufactured by the mechanical engineers. So you have to understand the basic principles, construction and working details, working of the mechanical devices, mechanical systems. Okay, so hence, and why this is required? Because sometime our regular devices like refrigerator, if there's a problem, okay, त्याच्यामध्ये कुठे जर प्रॉब्लेम असेल, काय डिफिकल्टी असेल किंवा काय मेंटेनन्स पार्ट असेल, at least you will be understood or you can understand that yes, this maintenance is belong to, this is electrical maintenance or mechanical maintenance. At least that judgment or idea you can get, and to whom we should call for the maintenance. At least ते तुम्हाला आयडिया येईल. काय व्हायचं की मेंटेनन्स आहे इलेक्ट्रिकल मेंटेनन्स and you are calling the mechanical engineer, the problem will not be solved or identified. Am I right? Or sometime
Yes, sir.
or sometime if problem is belongs to mechanical engineering, that is a mechanical maintenance we can call. So if you are calling the chemical engineer, no. If you are calling the computer engineer, no, that engineer cannot solve. So I mean to say here is that if you want to solve the any maintenance issue related to the mechanical applications or the mechanical systems devices, so if you know that the actual working principle of each and every device that we are using in our day to day life, जे आपल्या डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये आपण जे यूज करतो, त्याचं प्रत्येकाचं प्रिन्सिपल, वर्किंग, कन्स्ट्रक्शन डिटेल्स माहित असणं गरजेचं आहे. तरच त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही काय ऍडव्हान्समेंट करू शकता, त्याच्यामध्ये काय मॉडिफिकेशन करू शकता. आणि ऍज यू नो दॅट you select any application, if you want to make it automatic, you want to go for the automation, so you need to have the knowledge of first mechanical engineering, that is the principal, working, construction details. Then only you can go for its modification, addition, deletion, whatever it is. If you want to add the extra features, okay, where you can reduce the manpower, you can reduce the human efforts. जर ह्युमन एफर्ट्स तुम्हाला जर कमी करायचे असेल, ऑटोमेशन तुम्हाला ऍड करायचे असेल, एक्स्ट्रा फीचर्स ऍड करायचे असेल, जे काही प्रोडक्ट आहे त्याच्यामध्ये, तर तुम्हाला त्याचे बेसिक आयडियाज माहित पाहिजे, त्याचे बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल्स त्या डिव्हाइसचे माहित असणं गरजेचं आहे. ओके, that is why you have to study the subject basic mechanical engineering. I hope you are clear with this. आपण काय शिकायचा विषय सर्वांना कळालं?
Yes, sir.
फ्रॉम गर्ल साइड. ओके, कारण पहिलं आपलं कळलं पाहिजे की बाबा मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग का शिकायचं आहे, हे पहिला आपल्या मनाला प्रश्न पडला पाहिजे, तरच आपल्या पुढे जाण्यात अर्थ आहे. नाहीतर काय व्हायचं, आपण हे एक्झाम घेऊन जर बघितलं तर त्याला अर्थ नाही होणार. फर्स्ट आपल्याला समजलं पाहिजे, आपल्या प्रश्न पडला पाहिजे की इंजिनिअरिंग बेसिक मेकॅनिकल का शिकायचं आपल्याला. तर बेसिक इंटेन्शन आहे की तुम्ही जे डिव्हाइसेस वापरत असता, प्रोडक्ट्स वापरत असता, ते तुम्हाला जर त्याचा जर बेसिक आयडियाज तुमच्याकडे असतील, तर पुढे जाऊन तुमच्या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मधनं असेल किंवा कॉम्प्युटर असेल, ते तुम्ही कसं त्या डिव्हाइस वरती वर्क करून त्याला कसं न्यू म्हणजे ह्याच्यामध्ये मॉडिफिकेशन काय करता येईल, किंवा कसं तुम्ही ह्युमन एफर्ट्स कमी करता येईल, काय तुम्हाला त्याच्यामध्ये नवीन टेक्नॉलॉजी ऍड करता येईल, त्याच्यावर तुम्ही थिंक करू शकता. आता तुम्ही बघताय IoT, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स, ओके, किंवा मे बी पायथॉन लँग्वेजेस और डिफरंट काइंड्स ऑफ लँग्वेजेस. तर हे जे काही टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर करून तुम्हाला कसं ते चांगलं ऍडव्हान्स करता येईल आणि कसं इझीनेस करता येईल. आवर जॉब इज टू मेक वर्क इझी, सो ऑर यू कॅन वॉन्ट टू रिड्यूस द एफर्ट्स ऑफ द ह्युमन. तर आपलं असं काय, तर पहिला बेसिक शिकल्याशिवाय पुढे त्याच्यामध्ये चेंजेस करता येत नाहीत किंवा ऍडव्हान्समेंट करता येत नाही. दॅट इज वाय वी हॅव टू स्टडी मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग. ठीक आहे. नाउ लेट अस for this course, basics of mechanical engineering, you require one separate notebook. Have you prepared?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Those who are prepared, good. Those who are not prepared, you please purchase today itself. Okay. I can call anybody notebook at any time. What you have written, what notes you have noted, or what points you have noted during the lecture. तर ते सर्व जर मला ज्यावेळेस वाटलं की बाबा ह्या स्टुडंटची नोटबुक मला कॉलेजमध्ये मागवायची, तर त्यावेळेस तुम्ही तयार असलं पाहिजे, लक्षात ठेवा. सो व्हॉट एव्हर द पॉइंट्स आय एम गोइंग टू डिक्टेट ड्युरिंग द लेक्चर, यू शुड कीप द हॅबिट ऑफ नोटिंग. ओके. सो द कोर्स टायटल बेसिक्स ऑफ सिव्हिल अँड मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग. So in the first year BTech, semester 1, this subject has been introduced. You can see, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
At the left side, you can see the teaching scheme, and at the right side, examination scheme.
Yes.
So theory is of 4 hours. Okay, for this code, 4 hours theory is mentioned per week. 4 credits are given. Then laboratory 2 hours per week. Okay. So there will be the batches of the practical, 3 batches or 4 batches as per the strength of the class. So we divide the students in the groups, maybe 20, 22, 23, like that, or maybe 15. So if the batches are 4, then we divide or we make the group of 15 to 16 students. If the students, if the student is 22 strength in if 22 students one batch, then we form the 3 groups. Okay. So accordingly, as per the strength of the division, that you will get the notice later on. Now theories of 4 hours per week. Okay, as per the university, they mentioned theory for 4 hours will be there per week, but we are conducting more than this. Okay, so these 4 hours are allotted for 2 hours for basic civil and 2 hours for basic mechanical engineering, right? But if you see the actual timetable, we have added one more lecture. Have you seen the timetable?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We included in the timetable 3 hours for mechanical engineering and 3 hours for civil engineering. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this my lecture will be there, basics of mechanical engineering. So we have given name as a BCME2. Short form is BCME2. Now come to the right point, that is examination scheme. University जी exam असणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला एंड सेमिस्टर जो एक्झाम पेपर असेल 70 मार्क्स असेल, that is ESE, we can call as a ESE, in semester, sorry, end semester examination, not end semester examination. Then ISE stands for in semester examination, 30 marks. Then ICA, internal continuous assessment, 25 marks. तर हे जे तुम्हाला मार्किंगचे दिसतंय, सो टोटल इज ऑफ 125, राईट. 70 मार्क्स दिले तुम्हाला, तुमची फायनल एक्झाम असेल, त्यानंतर ISA असेल 30 मार्क्स आणि ICA असेल 25 मार्क्स. परत तुमचा प्रश्न असेल की परीक्षा ऑफलाईन का ऑनलाईन, बरोबर आहे का? हॅलो,
होय सर.
Yes, sir.
आता सध्या परीक्षा फायनल इयर फक्त ऑफलाईन सांगली युनिव्हर्सिटीनं, पण आता आपण म्हणूया की फर्स्ट इयर ऑनलाईन असेल, पण आपली तयारी दोन्ही साईड नसली पाहिजे. 11th वाली युनिव्हर्सिटीने जर काय सर्क्युलर चेंज केलंच तर वी शुड बी रेडी फॉर बोथ द ऑप्शन्स. वी शुड बी रेडी फॉर बोथ द ऑप्शन, ऑनलाईन एज वेल एज ऑफलाईन. त्यामुळे आपण असं डोक्यात नाही घ्यायचं की काय MCQ आहे, तसं CET परीक्षेला जसं काय काय जणांनी गोळ्या मारल्या असतील, तर तसा विचार न करता प्रत्येक कॉन्सेप्ट समजून घ्यायचा आहे. जरी तुमचे MCQs असतील तर ते MCQs अंडरस्टँडिंग करून सॉल्व्ह करायचे आहे. ओके, जसं आपण 12वीत होतो तसं आता नकोय, थोडस आपला ट्रॅक चेंज झालेला आहे, आपली थिंकिंग चेंज व्हायला पाहिजे. ओके, तर ESE जे असेल ते 70 मार्क्स, ISA असेल दॅट इज इन सेमिस्टर एक्झामिनेशन 30 मार्क्स, आणि इंटरनल कंटिन्युअस असेसमेंट दॅट इज ICA, यू कॅन कॉल दिस ऑल्सो टर्म वर्क मार्क्स, or you can say practical marks. So these 25 marks are there for internal assessment. Okay. Now course objective, sorry, now next part will be the in this course theories. Now are you clear with this teaching scheme as well as examination scheme? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
प्रत्येकाला हे समजलं पाहिजे की हा विषय आहे 50
हो,
मार्क. आता ESC मध्ये पण काय होणार, 50% वेटेज हे बेसिक सिव्हिलला देणार आणि 50% वेटेज हे मेकॅनिकलला देणार. म्हणजे सेक्शन 1 हा पूर्णपणे सिव्हिल वरती असेल आणि सेक्शन 2 जो असेल तो मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग वरती असेल, बेसिक्स ऑफ मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग. तर त्या पद्धतीने तुमचा पेपर असेल युनिव्हर्सिटीला. नाव
ISC एक्झाम मी म्हणजे सेक्शन 1 झाल्यावर असेल ना, 2
ISC, गुड क्वेश्चन,
मेकॅनिकल.
गुड क्वेश्चन. ISC एक्झाम जे असेल, टोटल 3 ISC असतात, ISC 1, ISC 2 आणि ISC 3. तर त्याच्यामधून तुम्हाला तुमचा जो परफॉर्मन्स असेल तो बेस्ट 2 जो पकडला जातो, बेस्ट 2 ISC विल बी कन्सिडर. सपोज ISC 1 मध्ये तुम्हाला 30 आउट ऑफ 30 आहेत, ISC 2 मध्ये 22 आहेत, ISC 3 मध्ये परत 29 आहेत. तर त्यावेळेस काय करणार, बेस्ट 2 ISC's परफॉर्मन्स विल बी काउंटेड. ओके, तर ते त्याच्याप्रमाणे तुमचं ISC असते. आणि त्या ISCचा जो पेपर असेल, समजा ISC 1 असेल, तर ISC जे असते ते 2-2 टॉपिक वरती कव्हर घेतली जाते. तर आपला हा विषय कंबाईन आहे, सिव्हिल आणि मेकॅनिकल. तर सिव्हिलचा एक टॉपिक राहिला आणि मेकॅनिकलचा एक टॉपिक, असे 2-2 टॉपिक्स वरती तुम्हाला 3 ISC होतील. आर यू क्लिअर नाउ?
येस सर.
हा, मी थोडक्यात लक्षात ठेवा, आउट ऑफ 125, okay, out of 125, 55 marks are in your hand. Why? ही जी ISC एक्झामिनेशन असेल हे आपण इंटरनल लेवलला आपण एक्झाम कंडक्ट करते कॉलेजमध्ये, आणि ICA जे आहे तुमचं टर्म वर्क, तुम्ही जे काही जर्नल रायटअप असेल, असाइनमेंट्स असतील, ट्युटोरियल्स असतील, तर त्याच्यावरती हा ICA जो पार्ट आहे 25 मार्क्स असेल, तर ते 30 + 25 55 मार्क्स. फक्त युनिव्हर्सिटीचा जो पेपर असेल तो 70 मार्क्स असेल. तर याच्यामध्ये काय होतंय, तुमची जी तयारी आहे हे ISC मध्येच बऱ्यापैकी चांगली तयारी होत असं लक्षात ठेवा. कारण 2-2 मार्काच्या तुमच्या 2 टॉपिक्स वरती 2 टॉपिक वरती अशा 3 ISC जर झाल्या तर टोटल जो काही सिलेबस आहे तो आपला सिलेबस पूर्णपणे कव्हर होऊन जातो. ओके, त्यामुळे फारसं स्टडीचं बर्डन राहणार नाहीये. तुम्ही अगदी इझिली ते परीक्षा पास व्हाल किंवा चांगले स्कोअर मिळवाल. फक्त ISC एक्झामिनेशन इफ यू गिव्ह सिरियसली, इथे लक्षात, ISC एक्झाम जर तुम्ही सिरियसली अपियर झाला तर डेफिनेटली एंड सेमिस्टर विल बी व्हेरी मच इझी फॉर यू, एकदम इझी वाटेल तुम्हाला. आणि ICA च्या बाबतीमध्ये जर बोलायचं म्हटलं तर 25 मार्क्स Actually, we are giving excellent term marks to each and every student, but you have to follow whatever the points. Okay, timely completion of assignments, timely completion of experiments, then attendance, right? Attendance, then you have to submit your triple P, whatever the points I'm discussing today. ओके, जे काही होमवर्क देत असेल मी दररोजच्या दररोज, तो होमवर्क तुम्ही टाइम टू टाइम बेसिस वरती सॉल्व केला पाहिजे आणि यू हॅव टू शेअर इट टू मी. हॅव यू नोटेड माय मोबाईल नंबर yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you are not noted, I will repeat. 9168. those ज्यांनी नोट केलं नाही त्यांनी नोट करून द्या. 9168 655 365 9168 655 365. This is my mobile number. If you solve any homework or anything, if you have some doubts, please share it on my WhatsApp. I will answer it. Okay. Again, I have given the email ID also. Email also, you can whatever your queries, difficulties, just forward the email, no problem. I hope these two points are clear to you all. सर्वांना क्लिअर झाले असतील टीचिंग स्कीम अजून आणि एक्झामिनेशन स्कीम बद्दल. आहे का कोणाला काय शंका?
No, sir.
नो सर.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, next point, as now title is clear to all. Now, what are the objective of this course? Basics of mechanical engineering. That will understand. And what are the outcomes? जर मी याचा ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह काय आहे मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग विषयी शिकण्याचं, and what objectives are there and what outcomes. Okay, so that we'll understand first. See, now you can see that somewhat syllabus so that you can understand. Section 1 is basics of civil engineering. And next is section 2, basics of mechanical engineering. So I will cover this basics of mechanical engineering section 2. In that, power pumps, compressor and turbines. Then power producing machine tools and joining process, second unit, that is unit number 6. Unit number 7, power transmission system. Then last is thermodynamics. Okay, these units we are going to learn in the our semester. Okay, how many units are there? 4 units. So 4 units will be covered in this semester for under the title basics of mechanical engineering, right? So we will cover 100% syllabus, bit by bit points will be covered. Now, as I mentioned, objectives. What are the objectives of this course that we'll discuss now? Or what is outcome? Just you can see that some objectives is set by our this basic mechanical team to introduce the basic streams of mechanical engineering such as design engineering, production engineering and thermal engineering. Okay, so what are the stream? Mechanical engineering stream is there, so we will understand the basics related to the design engineering, production engineering and thermal engineering. Okay, or the basic concepts of mechanical engineering such as design, production and thermal. Okay, so if you have seen the syllabus now, first topic was pumps, compressor, turbine. Second topic was machine tools and joining process. Then third topic was, or the next topic, seventh topic was power transmission system, and the unit number is thermodynamics. So these 4 topics are covering these areas: design engineering, production engineering and thermal engineering. Okay, so this is the basic objective of learning this course. Then second objective is to understand or to identify different mechanical engineering applications in our day-to-day life. Okay, if what are the applications, there are many applications, mechanical applications. Okay, so you should be able to identify for which application which component is suitable, for which application which system is suitable. So that judgment you will get if you learn this course, basics of mechanical engineering. So basically two objectives you can highlight here. First objective, I will repeat, to introduce the basic streams of mechanical engineering such as design engineering, production engineering, and thermal engineering. And second one is to identify the different mechanical engineering applications in our day-to-day life. Okay. Now, what are the outcomes? Once you set the objectives, what are the outcomes? So outcome you can highlight here is that first outcome, that is identify power absorbing or power producing systems and related transmission systems. Okay. आता इथलं power absorbing device कुठला आहे आणि power producing device कुठला आहे आणि त्याच्या related काय जे transmission systems आहेत. That judgment or that idea you will get once you complete the course basics of mechanical engineering. For example, I am saying here power producing device or power absorbing device or power absorbing systems. Can you tell any example? एक example सांगता येईल power produce केली जाते त्यातून, the device which produces power.
Hello sir. Hello.
Ha, yes.
हा सर पवन चक्की.
Very good. It is power producing device. Good. Again. Means the
Solar.
device. Ha, bola.
Solar, sir.
Solar system. Okay. Now, whatever you are telling, these are the power producing device, no problem. But here we are focusing on the mechanical power, especially mechanical power. Electrical power, mechanical power.
Electrical motor.
Electrical motor. Okay. How is it a power absorbing or power producing?
Absorbing.
Yes, electrical motor is a power absorbing device because you need to supply the power electricity. Okay, you need to supply the electric power. So you can say motor is a power absorbing system or absorbing device. Good example now you are going. Next.
Turbines of hydroelectric plant.
Very good. The turbines used in the hydroelectric power plant. Good. So it is it power absorbing or power producing?
Power producing.
Good. The mechanical power will be produced from the turbine side and it is connected to, or it is given to generator. And in the generator, electricity is?
Electric generator.
Yes, electric generator. So initially in the hydroelectric power plant, the turbine unit is there. Then the shaft of the turbine is connected to the generator shaft. Okay. Once the turbine will rotate with high speed as it is connected to the generator device. Okay. जे shaft जो असणार आहे generatorचा आणि turbine-चा हा एकच असणार आहे. Okay. When turbine will rotate with high speed, definitely generator also will get rotate. So means power will be produced by the turbine and it will be absorbed by the generator. Is it right? So can we say here as a turbine is a power producing and generator is a power absorbing? Can you say like this or not?
Yes sir.
Yes.
Yes.
कारण तुम्ही त्याला drive करता, you are giving the power and you are rotating and that is what the absorbing device. Okay. Somebody said electrical motor. So to run the motor, you are giving some input from outside. and you are rotating the electric motor. So it is a power absorbing device or power absorbing system. So this is what, once you study it, the entire systems or the devices, you will come to know that is it coming in the category of power producing device or power absorbing device or power absorbing systems. Okay, so this is one of the outcome you will achieve after completion of this course. Then secondly, second outcome you will get after learning this course is you will be able to explain, you will be able to explain various machining oblique joining processes implemented in the everyday's life. Okay, now you are going to learn welding processes, that is a joining process you can call. You are going to learn different machining or the machine tools like lathe machine, drilling machine, milling machine. All kind of these basic machines you are going to learn. Again, operations performed on the machines. Then if you want to join the parts together, so which joining process is suitable? All this study you will do it in the course, and after learning this course, you will be able to explain or you will be able to select which joining process is suitable for which material and which joining process is suitable for which components or are the sizes. Okay, depends on the sizes, you are going to select the joining process like welding, spot welding, arc welding, gas welding, soldering, brazing. Okay, there are different joining process, riveting, bolting. तर कुठल्या प्रोसेससाठी कुठल्या जॉईनिंग आपल्या कुठली आपल्या जी सिस्टम आहे त्या सिस्टम मध्ये दोन पार्ट आपल्याला जॉईन करायचे असतील तर कुठली मेथड सुटेबल आहे त्याच्या थिकनेस वरून ठरत असते. तर त्याचा पूर्ण तुम्ही डिटेल स्टडी ह्या जॉईनिंग प्रोसेस मध्ये करणार आहात. Again, you are going to learn the different machine tools like lathe machine, drilling machine, milling machine. So after learning the basic principle and the construction details of the machine tool, you can understand how working of the basic principle working of a lathe machine, basic principle working of a drilling machine, milling machine, etc. Okay, so this thing you will you can explain or you can tell after completing the course. Then third is the third outcome you can get after learning this course. Third outcome is you will be able to determine heat and work quantum. Okay, heat and work quantum in the different thermodynamic processes. Okay, so different thermodynamic processes you are going to learn, and if you want to find out the heat and work transfer. Okay, you might have studied in the thermodynamics different thermodynamic process like quasi-static process, non-quasi-static process, reversible process, irreversible process, constant pressure, constant volume, constant temperature. Have you learned?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So based on the application, if any application where the pressure is constant, then you can find out work done, what is heat transfer. If the process is where volume is constant, what is work done, what is the heat transfer. All this calculation part, you will be able to do it for the different thermodynamic processes. Okay, once you understand the chapter, once you understand the unit thermodynamics, you will be able to determine heat and work quantum in the thermodynamic processes. Okay, so these outcomes you will get after learning this basics of mechanical engineering course. लक्षात आलं?
Yes, sir.
So we'll write something on this. Note down. Put the heading in the notebook. You can put the title basic mechanical engineering. So make separate notebook. For civil you make separate notebook and for mechanical you make separate notebook. Don't combine. Combine करू नका ना. सेपरेट नोटबुक असले पाहिजे. बेसिक्स ऑफ सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग साठी सेपरेट नोटबुक आणि बेसिक्स ऑफ मेकॅनिकल साठी सेपरेट नोटबुक टाका त्यासाठी सेपरेटली. Put the title of the course basic mechanical engineering. Next line. Syllabus. Or you can, before syllabus, just mention this teaching scheme and examination scheme. Teaching scheme, mention at the left side, theories of 4 hours per week, 4 credits, and laboratory 2 hours per week, 1 credit. The next on the right side, examination scheme, theories of in semester theory, that is in semester examination 70 marks, ISE 30 marks, then ICA 25 marks. Noted? Everybody is noted?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, I will wait. No problem. See, whatever the points you are writing, you should understand and then write. Huh? That is very important. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Write down course
Yes, sir.
objectives. Course objectives. Course objectives. Course objectives. First point. To introduce basic streams of mechanical engineering. Basic streams of mechanical engineering, such as design engineering, comma, production engineering, and thermal engineering. So this is one objective you can say here. Second objective, shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
To introduce basic streams of mechanical engineering, such as design engineering, comma, production engineering, and thermal engineering. Next, second objective you can note down. To identify different mechanical engineering applications, in day-to-day life. Don't disturb, please. Please mute your microphone. Hello. Next, course outcome. Next point is course outcome. Course outcomes. Course outcomes. Write down. First course outcome you can mention. Now see, आता तुम्ही सांगता लक्षात ठेवा. Okay, after learning this course, I am able to, or we are able to, or we will be able to. असं लिहूया आपण. At the end of the course, at the end of the course, at the end of the course, we will be able to first point, identify power producing oblique absorbing systems and related transmission systems Then next outcome, point number 2, explain various machining oblique joining processes. Explain various machining oblique joining processes.
Sir, can you repeat?
Yes. Explain various machining, MACHNING. Explain various machining, 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 oblique joining processes, implemented in everyday life. Noted?
Sir, can you repeat?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I will repeat for one time. Explain various machining oblique joining processes implemented in everyday life.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, point number 3, to determine heat and work quantum. To determine heat and work quantum during different thermodynamic processes. Noted?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
म्हणजे तुम्ही ज्यावेळेस चारही टॉपिक ज्यावेळेस शिकाल, 4 युनिट्स ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही पूर्ण कंप्लीट झाल्यानंतर, you will be able to, you can say that yes sir, you can tell me any application, I can say that this is a power absorbing device or power producing device or related transmission system. Okay, तर तुमच्याकडे तो कॉन्फिडन्स येईल की तुम्हाला कळेल की बाबा हे जे ऍप्लिकेशन आहे हे पॉवर ऍब्सॉर्बिंग कॅटेगरी आहे का पॉवर प्रोड्युसिंग कॅटेगरी आहे. ओके, हे तुमचं आउटकम नंबर 1 असेल पूर्ण कोर्स झाल्यानंतर. त्यानंतर दुसरा आउटकम असेल व एखाद्याने विचारलं बाबा तू व्हॉट यू लर्न फ्रॉम द बेसिक मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग, तर तुम्ही उत्तर काय दिले पाहिजे? यू हॅव टू टेल दी आउटकम्स. एम आय राईट? मी जर
Yes,
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चन विचारला
Yes, sir.
after course, after completion of these 4 units, if I ask the question to you people, then you should be able to answer this. What are the only you have to answer the outcomes. काय काय outcomes तुम्हाला मिळाले, and you can highlight point wise. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you are clear with the objectives and outcomes, now you can see the units are mentioned here. Let us see the units. Unit number 5. This is pumps, compressor, and turbines. If you go through the syllabus, you can understand. See, pump is a power absorbing devices. In that, we are going to cover the definition of pump, classification of pump, construction details, working, and applications of reciprocating pump and centrifugal pump. There are different pumps are available. Okay, there are different pumps are available in market, but we are going to work more on the 2 types of the pumps, that is a reciprocating pump and centrifugal pump. Okay, then secondly, compressor device. Compressor, it is also a power absorbing device. We are going to learn its construction, working, applications of reciprocating compressor. There are different types of compressor also there. Okay, so but we are going to understand, we will study the reciprocating compressor. For that, we will understand its construction details and working and applications. Okay, then we are also additionally we are going to learn the rotary compressor. Okay, there are different rotary compressor also available, like vane blower, root blower. Okay, so those compressor also we will study under the power absorbing devices category. Okay, now if you see the marks, what are the questions in the university on this of 6 marks weightage is given, then hours are 3 hours. Okay, now here mostly questions जो type असेल तुम्हाला, they will ask either definition or explanation. Explain centrifugal pump, explain reciprocating pump, okay, or explain the construction working of a reciprocating pump, explain construction and working of a centrifugal pump. So like this, or explain the working of a reciprocating compressor. So this is what the question you can find in the university paper. So there is a definition and explanation, and as per the NBA, National Board of Accreditation, so Bloom's taxonomy is applied here. Okay, so the 2 levels that you can achieve, that is remembering and understanding. बघा हा खूप महत्वाचा आहे. हे जे काही तुम्हाला युनिट आहे 5.1, याच्यामधून काय करायचं आहे, रिमेंबरिंग अँड अंडरस्टँडिंग, या 2 लेवल तुम्हाला अचीव करायचे. लक्षात ठेवा, 2 levels you will achieve after completing this unit, pumps, compressor, and turbine. That is 5.1. You will achieve the level that is 1, remembering and understanding. So this is the Bloom's level. Okay, you might have heard this taxonomy: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluation. So these are the levels, you can say, are the Bloom's levels. Okay, now 5.2 is power producing devices. In that we will cover especially turbines. Turbines are the power producing devices. Okay, for the turbines we will study construction, working, and applications of Pelton wheel. So Pelton wheel, Francis, and the Kaplan. Okay, so these 3 turbines are very important. So we will study in detail, that is Pelton wheel turbine, Francis turbine, and the Kaplan turbine. So Pelton, Francis, and Kaplan are the scientists. Okay, they have developed the turbines, so that's why they have given their own. Okay, जे तुम्ही म्हटलं हायड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक पॉवर प्लांट, हे पॉवर प्लांट, त्याच्यामध्ये जे टर्बाइन्स यूज केलेले आहेत, तर आपल्याला डिटेल मध्ये बघायचं आहे बाबा पेल्टन टर्बाइन कधी वापरायचं, फ्रान्सिस टर्बाइन कधी वापरायचं, कापलान टर्बाइन कधी वापरायचं, बिकॉज दीज टर्बाइन्स आर पॉवर प्रोड्युसिंग डिव्हाइसेस. मग कुठल्या वेळेस कुठला वापरायचा आहे, कुठल्या प्रेशरसाठी किती वापरायचा, किती हेड असेल, डिस्चार्ज किती असेल, ऑल दिस कन्सेप्ट, ऑल दिस पॉइंट विल बी टेकन इन टू कन्सिडरेशन. आणि बेस्ड ऑन दॅट वी विल सिलेक्ट suitable turbine, Pelton wheel, Francis and the Kaplan turbines. Okay, so marks are allotted 5 marks as per the university and 1 hour is given. In this also question type will be definition and the explanation, that is assessment level. And as per the Bloom's level, you will achieve 2 levels, that is remembering and understanding. Okay, this is what the just summary of the chapter, or the what contents will be covered in the top unit pumps, compression and turbines. Then unit number 6, you can see that machine tools and the joining processes. University allotted 6 hours, okay, and the weightage is 13 marks. So for previous chapter, university allotted 4 hours and marks are 11. 11 marks are given for this unit and the hours are 4 hours. 4 hours मध्ये आपल्याला हा टॉपिक फिनिश करायचा. But we are covering, we are taking more lectures, not 4 hours. 4 तासापेक्षा आपण जास्त घेतो. 8 to 10 hours will be there allotted for pumps, compressor and turbine. युनिव्हर्सिटी आपण जर टाइम टेबल फॉलो केलं तर हे फास्ट होऊन जाईल, तुम्हाला काहीच कळणार नाही. सो वी आर गोइंग टू कव्हर व्हेरी स्लोली विथ युअर सॅटिस्फॅक्शन, विथ युअर अंडरस्टँडिंग. तुम्हाला समजेपर्यंत ते आपण व्यवस्थित कव्हर केलं जाईल, की जेणेकरून कुठलाही पॉइंट तुम्हाला समजणार नाही असं होणार नाही, ते प्रॉपरली कव्हर केलं जाईल. युनिट नंबर 6, weightage is 13 marks and the hours are 6 hours are given. So in this chapter we will cover the machine tools. There are different machine tools are available. That is a lathe machine, that is center lathe, drilling machine. Okay, in that we will see construction, working and operations on lathe machine. Okay, but there are different operations can be performed on the lathe machine, but we are going to learn, or it is mentioned in our syllabus, that is turning and facing, because turning and facing are the 2 important operations. आपण कुठला एखादा कंपोनंट जर घेतला, त्याच्यावरती जे काही असतो जॉबचं जे काही डायमीटर असेल, समजा सिलेंड्रिकल जॉब असेल, त्याचा आपण डायमीटर कमी करतो, that is called as turning operation. आणि जर जॉबची लेंथ कमी करायची असेल, जॉबची लांबी जर कमी करायची असेल, we have to perform facing operation. तर ते कशा पद्धतीने केलं जातं, तर तुम्हाला ज्यावेळेस आपण प्रॅक्टिकल असतील किंवा whenever I have some videos, video animations I will show during the lecture. Okay, or whenever you will get time to visit the campus, we will go to our workshop, mechanical workshop. I will show how lathe machine is there and how the operations performed on the lathe machine. So all this information you will get practically in our workshop. You should not worry about this. Next is the metal joining process. In the metal joining process, we will cover welding process basically. In that, types of weldings, arc welding, spot welding, gas welding, etc. So if you see the weightage, 5 marks for this 6.1 and the 3 hours are there. So here assessment will be kind of explanation type. You have to question will be explain the construction details of the central lathe machine, drilling machine, working of lathe machine. Like that question will be asked. So 2 levels also we are going to achieve, remembering and understanding. Then similarly in the joining process, the marks are 8 marks, number of hours 3 hours, and the explanation type questions will be asked. Again here also you will achieve the 2 levels, one is remembering and second is understanding. Okay, so these 2 topics are there. So remaining discussion will make in the next lecture. Okay, shall you do that later?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
because other teacher is
Yes,
waiting.
sir.
Other teacher is waiting and our class coordinator Professor Kadam sir is waiting here. So he will start the lecture within 5 minutes. Okay. So once you get the roll numbers, I will mark your attendance. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So I will conclude the meeting now.
Bye, sir.